Hi, I'm Tom Doria, Managing Director of Tandem Wealth Advisors based in Princeton, New Jersey, and I'm here to share my business experience with Glenn, Cooper, and the folks at Tandem Radio.
So here we go. All right, so we're here on Ask Tandem. Just finished the show with Tom and Glenn. Thanks for a great show, guys. The question we have from Eric from Phoenix, so a listener all the way out from Phoenix, he asks, is it difficult to be impartial between hiring a Christian or a non-Christian? Or I don't know how many people you hire, or perhaps if you work with people, but certainly the question of faith, is it difficult to be impartial as you deal with that?
All right, well, first of all, I want to say hi to Eric in Phoenix. My third partner is in the Phoenix area, and that's where we have our second
That's great.
office.
I'll have to connect you out.
Yeah, so we have
Hello, Phoenix.
Yeah, hello, Phoenix. I think that you don't want to ask someone about their faith directly, but I think you can get a great sense of what their ethics are based on their faith. And it may not even be the Christian faith as long as they're listening to God, and that God is driving their decisions in life. So I think you want to find someone with very strong faith underpinnings, and I think then their ethics will drive them to make the correct decisions.
Great.
Well, I think legally you got to watch yourself on this issue,
Oh,
of course.
absolutely,
And
sure.
I think coming out of the gate, asking people if they're Christian is a difficult thing to do in an interview. And as you know, Cooper, I interview people on a regular basis, so talking to people all the time. You know, first off, I got to say to your audience that first off, it's a God thing. God's going to decide who's going to come in to work with you and who's not. You
absolutely.
know, and you know, if you're looking to be equally yoked, which you should be, that should pertain to all your relationships, not just people that you're living with or people that you're working with, but people you're hiring especially. But I would say that, as Tom said, in an interview, you can get a sense, you can get a feel. Obviously, even in a resume, you know, people have some type of Christian background on their resume. That's always a plus. Now, my son, my older son, is in D.C., enthralled in the world of politics, as you know.
Yeah.
And I'm always amazed at once in a while he'll get an email where it actually expresses that they were impressed with his Christian belief. Matter of fact, when he worked at the State Department, he got an email from somebody who he knows is not a believer that said, your parents raised a great Christian young man. Now, again, the only reason why I say that is not to pat here, but to realize that there is value in being a Christian, not only to you personally, but to those around you. And if you have that sense about you when you're interviewing, the person on the other side of the table, that will come forth to you, and you'll be able to see that. Again, not per se Bible thumping, as Tom said, where you're going, hey, by the way, I go to church, so I should be hired. By no means. You know, actions certainly speak louder than words, but people can tell and get a feel if they're looking for that of where you are. And it's amazing because even with one of my companies that we're doing right now, we're expanding right now, I had a new hire that I brought in that I didn't hire him because he was Christian, he just happened to be. And he came into me one day and he said, it's so refreshing to work with so many Christians in a work environment. So God has put it so that these people would tend to gravitate together, and we ended up with primarily Christians in our business.
Yeah, and certainly there's value, and not because they believe, but because of what they, the foundation is what they live out.
That's right.
And certainly,
Amen.
you know, what business owner wouldn't want to have people who are, you know, hardworking and ethical under them?
That's right.
And if, you know, that happens to be what their faith is, and that's a fantastic thing.
And if I could, it's a struggle too with people who name businesses or start businesses. They wonder, like, you know, the companies that call themselves Trinity this or Trinity that or something like that. Or we had somebody on the show one time was called In His Name was the name of the company. And statistically, believers and non-believers prefer to deal with Christian business owners over any other type of business owner.
Yeah.
Statistically.
Yeah.
So it's amazing that those statistics are actually out there. But believers and non-believers love a company that has a Christian bent. You know, now whether it's up to you whether God tells you to put it in your name or not. That's your call. But we enjoy that privilege of being able to serve in that area and let people know that we do believe. You know,
Great.
So it works out great.
Great. Well, this is Ask Tandem for Tandem Radio. You can check us out at tandemradio.com. Like us on Facebook. Also, we're going to be doing a lot of these clips on YouTube. Whether you are just graduating from college or you've been in the workforce for a while and you have questions that are going on, you can always contact us. Email us at info@tandemradio.com. Or, like I said, leave us a message on our Facebook and check out our other videos as well, and we'll take it from there. See you soon. That's pretty good.